I'm Richard Riley. I'm a corporal for the Harrodsburg Police Department. When me and my wife decided to move back to Harrodsburg in 2009, I decided that I wanted to be a public servant for the community in which I was born and raised. 2010, I got hired as a 911 dispatcher. 2012, I'd like to say that I was promoted to a police officer, where I graduated the police academy. Roughly in 2016, I decided to take a chance and enroll back in college. I decided to go to Campbellsville University, Harrodsburg, where I would major in criminal justice administration. At the time, I felt like that degree program would help me be a more trained police officer than what I already was. Throughout my time there, I built a lot of relationships professionally and personally. It was just a very good program. I actually graduated the 4-year program in 3 years, and it was through hard work and determination, working well with the staff at CU Harrodsburg, as well as peers in my class, that it made the time more enjoyable there.
Nobody in my family graduated, nobody's been to college. All of my family is very excited for me because it's just so wild to think about that I'll have something that can just hold a family together, something that can support a household. I've checked out about 3 or 4 other barber schools. Campbellsville University is the only school that offers financial assistance, and that's something that you can't pass up. You know, there's no way to make it by working a job, doing all the other things, and trying to pay for your schooling up front. Normal life doesn't work that way. Here we get everything in our chair and we learn everything every day. Today I've done 2 different haircuts on 2 different ethnicities, and that's gonna be great for me in the future because I virtually can go wherever I want to and get a job. Campbellsville University, Harrodsburg. Life change happens here.
My story comes from not the best childhood, but my plan is to turn it around, make a better future for me and my kids. I think it's really important to show people that even when you didn't come from the best area, it is important to get an education. It is important to better yourself, further your future, and with Campbellsville, they make it really easy to do that with their values and their morals and what they teach, and it is also a family dynamic at Campbellsville as well. I've gotten to know professors that have become very close to me. I've gotten to know students that I still talk to even though we don't have classes together. It is a very wonderful family environment and a great learning facility. It's probably the best thing that I've done for myself. So right now I'm a full-time student at Campbellsville University, and I also work at Farmers National Bank. In the future, I would see myself hopefully working still in some sort of finance facility, and I hope to still be working at Farmers National Bank in a different position. I hope to go up from there and always further my knowledge, advance my career, always be learning. You can't never know enough. There's always something to learn. There's always something to better yourself. It's very important to continue your education, even till the very end of your career.
I hadn't been in school since 2013, so I'd taken several years off after high school to work, and I kind of learned through that experience that I'm just great with people. So I felt like I needed to kind of go after that. So I enrolled, and it was kind of, you know, a weird way to start because I was a non-traditional student from the beginning. I've done most of my schooling online. So being able to learn one-on-one was a great way to figure out what I wanted to do. I feel really proud to be involved in the Harrodsburg Conover campus's, pioneering of Harrodsburg. I think it's been so inspiring to see how the town has sort of rallied around this big change, because Harrodsburg is a staple around here, and it's been so the same for so long. I think it was Mark Twain who said that time in Kentucky just stands still. So it's been great to see that sort of turn on its head and what that has brought to the community. All in all, I feel really proud to have been a part of it from the beginning. And I think that, the legacy of the school will impact the overall legacy of our town in a really special way.
At 10 years old, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Was playing baseball and basketball and pretty serious about baseball at the time, and wasn't sure if I was going to get to play again or how it was going to affect me. And I just happened to really get serious about golf and going. My dad's a very frequent golfer, very avid. My grandfathers both played golf, big part of their lives, and it gave me something to kind of get back outside and do and be active again, and really got serious with that, and started playing middle school golf and then jumped into high school, and here we are. Decade worth of diabetes, and kind of learned enough about it to be able to take care of myself and know what I need to do and where I am. And it was a struggle on the golf course at first, but I've kind of found the recipe for it, and it's definitely been another factor in turning me into the person that I am today, for sure. I'll graduate here in May with a general business degree, but 4-year bachelor's degree, and it's been really convenient and really good for me in the sense that I'm here at home. I've got my parents here if I need them. There's so many people here that are asking me, what are you studying? How's school? How's golf? What's next for you? And I think a lot of people might still not really know what all there is to go for here, and what we have to offer here. But I'll graduate with a 4-year degree, and most likely go into a master's program and get a little more specific with that, and go on from there.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to Him belong. They are weak, but He is strong. Once I got married and became a mother, I just sat in the shadows, and I got tired of sitting in the shadows. I wanted to do something for myself. And God laid upon my heart to go back to school, and when I kept refusing, He was giving me visions. And when I had these visions, it was me helping domestic abused women or homeless women, and God would show me ways of how I can do that, shampooing their hair, making them feel beautiful. And when I came to Campbellsville and found out it could be a ministry, that's what brightened me to do it. And I love it because it is a ministry. God has a lot going. It's not just somebody sitting in my chair and me doing their hair. It's somebody sitting in my chair and I'm able to change their life and give them a testimony, give them faith, give them hope that they can walk out there and be whoever they wanted to be whoever God intended for them to be. So cosmetology is just for me to get a certificate to change the world. Hi, I'm Prosperity Holloman, and I'm a cosmetology student here at Campbellsville University, Harrisburg. And I truly believe that life change happens here.
I'm originally from Cynthiana, Kentucky. I was a police officer there, where I retired. And I was also a volunteer EMT and a volunteer firefighter. My plans after retirement were to work as a paramedic in the emergency room. Due to an injury, I blew my knee out. I can't do the physical aspects of being the paramedic, picking up the patients and doing that end of it. So I started researching what could I still do to be in the medical field, still assist other people. I saw the CMA class advertised here in Harrodsburg. Didn't know a whole lot about it, researched a little bit online, came in and talked to the instructor, and I signed up for the class that day. I've learned a lot of things I never would have done as an EMT, just different skills, looking at it from a different aspect. My goals are still, upon completion of the class, is to work in an emergency room as a CMA. My desire to help other people came from an incident that I encouraged working in law enforcement. I was shot in the line of duty and realized at that point I needed to get additional training to keep me alive and to get additional training as well as instructorship to teach to my other police officers to make them better officers in the field. I believe that any skills that you can pick up as a first responder, as emergency, or as working in the medical field, any skills you can pick up is going to benefit you. You may not use it every day, but if you use it once in your career, you may have saved someone's life.
My name is Shelby Clunch. I'm from Harrodsburg, Kentucky. I came into Campbellsville University. I had no medical background, no experience. I had an 8-week-old daughter at the time. I wasn't really sure that I even wanted to be in the medical field. It wasn't until I met Sandy, my instructor, she really made me believe in myself. I'd made some pretty bad choices after high school. I'd gotten in with a bad group of people that led me to a turning point in my life that was either get better or continue down the same path and end up dead or stay in jail, which I did not want to do. So I decided, that I wanted to get on the right track. I wanted to get sober and stay that way and have a successful life. I had my daughter about 1.5 years after I'd been clean, and after I had her, it really woke me up. It really made me realize, this is it, this is what it's about. I've always known that I've wanted to help people. I wanted to make a difference. Both my sisters are nurses, and in high school I kind of played around with the idea of it, but I didn't realize the dedication and the drive that it really took. So whenever I thought that I would give the medical assistant program a chance, I really decided then and there that this is what I wanted to do with my life. This was the career path that I wanted to choose. There's so many different routes that you can take with nursing. I really like the specialty so far, but you're not limited at all, and I really like that idea of it. I chose Campbellsville University, Harrodsburg because it was very close to home. It was a smaller campus, and I felt like I was very welcomed whenever I walked in, that everyone really wanted to see you succeed. They wanted to help you, and everyone was so friendly and welcoming. And that, as a student who is anxious and scared and had done this before, wasn't really sure if I wanted to again, that really made me decide, okay, this is where I belong.
A friend of mine introduced me to Campbellsville, and I came here just out of the spur of the moment just to get some questions, and that day I was enrolled. I had a very spiritual awakening. In 2017, my father passed away, and so we had hospice for him. So again, I was very conflicted in the major I wanted to choose. And just right there and then, when all the care that we had and just something just came over me that I knew what I needed to do, and so I decided to go into social work. I feel that pursuing my education, I feel that it's someone in that time when they're going through such a difficult time, they really do need someone that understands. I feel that I can be that person no matter how long it takes or how long they need me. I feel that I could make a very good impact on their life and getting them through this.
My name is Shadonna Clark. I'm from Turks and Caicos Islands. I like to make basketball a stepping stone for me to get a degree in sports management and business, because in Turks and Caicos there's a lot of business because it's a tourist attracting island. Playing basketball, I look up to Giannis Antetokounmpo and I look up to Kevin Durant. One is an athletic finisher and one is a shooter. If I could combine my game to be both of them, I think I'd take my game to the next level. Every day I miss my family. I wish I could be with my family, but it's only for the best for me to be here, support them, support my country, and make them proud. There's only a few that can keep their head in and just dig in for what they want. I know what I want. I want to get a degree. I want to have businesses. I want to make my family proud. I'm trying to make my country proud. I'm going to do the best I can to keep that. And that's a promise to myself.
I never really thought about me going into this as a career, as something that I want to do for the rest of my life. Knowing that someone can sit in my chair and I make them feel beautiful, that's what it's all about to me. It is. And I used to always be insecure about myself and how I looked. And I'm not like that anymore. And I would say that's a good thing because I'm confident in who I am. Every single morning we have devotion. And I feel like every single morning it always speaks to me. You know, it always just plays into the day, it plays into my life. And I know that's how it is for a lot of other people too. A lot of the time people will come in and you can just tell they don't feel beautiful about themselves, but I have the power to change that. And it's great. It is so great. Because I know that I can change the world. Campbellsville University, Harrodsburg. Life change happens here.
My name is Cornelius Chege. I'm originally from Kenya, Africa. I came here with my family when I was 7. I went through 2 universities and I realized, yeah, I gotta do more with my life. Like, it's gotta be music or nothing. We're all creative for a calling, and I just felt like this was my calling and passion that pretty much God gave to me. I really wanna focus in on school when it comes to music, and the best thing that I've realized is psychology. But the timing that we came in wasn't the right time for enrollment. It wasn't your traditional spring term or fall term. Spring term had already started. That's when I started talking to the staff, and that's when I got introduced to the spring second buy term. Just off the bat, I knew that was a good option, because just them saying second, I knew that was for me, because I am like the poster child for second chances. Find out what you're made to do first. Like, don't just jump in because society, because family tells you it's time for you to take the next step. Really find out what you want to do.